Hey everyone and welcome. So, if you're working in the fashion industry, as a designer, a stylist, a merchandiser, you already know that clothes are never just clothes. They're a language, they're a tool, and honestly, they're a huge part of your professional credibility. Today, we're going to break down how to build a wardrobe that works just as hard as you do. And it all starts with this one crucial question. Every single day, your peers, your clients, your colleagues, they're reading your wardrobe. It's like the silent, nonverbal conversation where they're constantly sizing up your aesthetic, your skill, and your attention to detail. And that's exactly why your wardrobe is, well, it's basically a living resume, right? It is the most immediate way to show that you have a technical grasp of garment construction, to communicate your unique design philosophy, and to establish your professional authority, all before you even say a single word. To get you there, we've got a pretty clear roadmap. We're going to start with the core strategy, the modular philosophy. Then we'll decode the secret language of garment details. That's the fun part. We'll build a practical toolkit of silhouettes and fabrics, look at how to style your own identity, and then wrap it all up with a simple 5-piece action plan. Okay, first up is the big idea, the one that solves so many headaches for a busy fashion professional, the modular wardrobe. And look, this isn't just about having nice clothes. This is about having a strategic system. So what is it exactly? Well, think of it as a super curated collection of pieces where, and this is key, everything works with everything else. The goal is so simple, to get rid of that morning chaos of what do I wear and to absolutely guarantee you always look intentional and put together, whether you're on the studio floor or heading into a big client meeting. And this whole system works because of 4 main things. First, you start with a neutral base palette. Think black, beige, navy, gray for maximum mix and match potential. Then you invest in versatile, really high-quality silhouettes that are built to last. You make sure that every single piece can be layered effortlessly. And finally, you stick to cohesive fabrics and textures that all work together. It's a formula for looking chic without even trying. Now that we've got this system down, let's zoom in a little. We're about to decode that insider knowledge, the subtle little cues in your clothes that really separate the amateurs from the true professionals. This is the secret language of expertise. In an industry that is literally built on construction and form, what you wear screams technical competence. Those tiny little details, they're a direct signal of how well you understand garment engineering. And believe me, to the other pros in the room, those details are speaking volumes. So let's take a look at the first one, a bias-faced neckline. Now, to most people, it's just a collar. But to a designer or a pattern maker, a perfectly executed bias finish shows an appreciation for precision. It proves you understand how fabric should drape and how to stop it from distorting. It's a total sign of quality. Okay, next up, the placket on a shirt or a jacket. Take a look. Is the stitching clean? Is it straight? Is it perfectly symmetrical? This isn't just about looking neat. It communicates a deep respect for craftsmanship and a really meticulous attention to detail, which are qualities you definitely want to be projecting in this business. And finally, let's talk about structural integrity. Does your blazer kind of collapse and look sad by the end of the day, or does it hold its sharp silhouette? That structure comes from things like proper interfacing and balanced pattern drafting. Wearing a well-structured garment just projects durability, quality, and an understanding of how clothes are actually built to last. Okay, so we've got the philosophy and the secret language down. Now, let's get practical. It's time to build our toolkit with the actual silhouettes and fabrics that are going to form the foundation of your professional wardrobe. So, different silhouettes do different jobs for you. A tailored blazer, it instantly commands a room and says authority. Wide-leg trousers are an absolute must for those long studio days. They give you comfort without sacrificing a modern edge. A structured midi dress gives you instant polish for a big presentation, and a cool architectural shirt can be a real conversation starter, showing off your unique creative identity. Of course, a great silhouette is nothing without the right fabric, especially when you're in a hands-on studio environment. You need things like breathable cotton blends for comfort, wool blends that give you structure and resist wrinkles, and durable twills that can actually handle the daily wear and tear. Oh, and a little bit of stretch fabric is key for mobility when you're, drafting patterns or running a fitting. So we have the system, we have the pieces. But how do you avoid looking like a carbon copy of everyone else? This next part is all about using that modular base to really express your unique professional brand. Just look at these 2 examples. Both of them can be built from the same modular core, but they express wildly different aesthetics. The minimalist designer uses that base to create these clean, monochrome looks that are all about pure silhouette. But the experimental designer? They're using it as a canvas for asymmetric cuts and avant-garde layering. See? The system is your foundation, not your limit. All right, we've covered a lot of ground, I know. So to make this all feel totally achievable, let's just distill it all down into a simple, powerful, and actionable plan that you can literally start today. You can build your entire modular wardrobe on just 5 core pieces. You ready? A great structured blazer, one perfect pair of tailored trousers, a statement shirt, a simple minimalist dress, and a versatile outerwear piece. That's it. That is your foundation. And the magic of this 5-piece method is just how versatile it is. By mixing, matching, and layering these items, you can create a huge range of really stylish, totally appropriate outfits for every professional situation you're going to face, from a regular day in the studio to a massive industry event. And that brings us to our final, crucial question for you to think about. As you look at your own closet, ask yourself this: is your wardrobe just a collection of stylish things? Or is it a strategic tool that's communicating your expertise and really working for your professional life? The answer just might change everything. Thanks for joining me.